Hey y'all, welcome to episode 266 of Consignment Chats, where today we're going to talk about life when it starts lifing and we get overwhelmed and we don't know what to do. We're going to break it down. If we could only do 3 things this week, what would those 3 things be and why is it important? That's what we're going to talk about.
I love this topic. I'm so excited. Yes.
I wonder what kind of debates we'll get into over this topic. We'll see, but we're going to talk about it because life has been lifing for a lot of us lately and all at different pages and stages. So we've helped each other through it. So we got a lot to talk about. But before that, I need to know about your week. We haven't talked about our weeks lately. So tell me about your week. What's been going on?
I just had to say I'm up out of the valley of despair. I've taken Samantha's advice. I'm celebrating a small win every night on my reseller reflection.
Yes.
And hot damn if it doesn't work.
Crazy. You go to bed feeling fulfilled and happy. It's nuts.
What the heck? Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow. All right.
Almost
so
like
that's pretty
how-
cool.
That's how Molly intended our intention journal to make you feel every night. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So it makes a big difference. I was slacking on that. I feel like I shouldn't be celebrated, and I'm more than happy to celebrate everybody else's wins, but my own, not so
Isn't that
much.
how we are? Why do we
Yeah.
feel that way? Why do we
Yeah.
feel that way?
I don't know, but it does make a huge difference. I'm gonna keep it up as long as I can.
Good.
You go, girl.
Yeah.
This will be your new addiction. Her newest addiction. I like
Newest,
it.
they just keep stacking up.
They
Stacking up.
do. They do.
I know. I'm a little obsessive, but that's me.
That's all right. Hey, at least you pick the good things to be obsessive about. You could be obsessive about unhealthy, bad, and scary things.
Well, I have
so
those too, just like all of us.
yours don't go real bad. That's like I say about Nick's obsession with running when people like, he run every day for 500 and how many days? And I'm like,
Right.
or 5,000 and how many days? Like, he's beyond years and years of never missing a day running. And I'm like, look, sometimes I get annoyed because we're traveling, we got a schedule around it. But then I remind myself there could be a lot worse things that my husband is addicted to.
Yeah.
I'll take running every day. So choose
Yeah,
the good
because-
addictions there.
Only a couple of us can have a gambling problem, okay? Jeez.
Right,
Jeez.
right. Which, by the way, Samantha, he's actually glad that you're not going on a cruise with me because you're the gambler that gambles with me.
Yes. Yes.
He's very happy it'll be me who
So-
doesn't really step foot in the casino.
So when are we going to Vegas?
I know. We got to plan it. I need my Mantha casino time. I know. What do we do? All right, what else went on this week for you ladies?
Hey y'all, welcome to Consignment Chats, reselling tips, mindset, and real life. Hit subscribe and let's grow together.
Oh, I know. So I don't want to hog up the whole conversation.
We had a busy schedule. I know, because I missed a lot of it because I was not feeling well this past week. So I need y'all to fill me in on the fun things that I missed. Make me jelly.
Well,
My favorite thing of the week, I'm just jumping in, was the sourdough. Samantha did a sourdough class in our Patreon group. It was awesome. She rocked it out. It is available for our Patreon members. Levels, what is it? Levels 2 and up.
2 and 3.
Yeah. It was recorded and it was really fun. And it was kind of cool to get together and do something a little different because, we all need to eat. And if we can be a little healthier and a little more economical, why not? Right?
Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, I did try those cauliflower bites last night with just a little bit of sourdough. Oh, yep. It was good. It was good. And so easy. It took like 2 seconds to make cauliflower wings. It was great.
All right. My sourdough, I started it this morning. Yeah, it is.
Did you? Okay. I got to watch the video so I can start some. All right, let me tell you a true story, y'all. This is why I always say the most important thing to do when you wake up in the morning is set your alarm for all the must-dos that you have in your day. So I was sick this week. I was so looking forward to Samantha's sourdough class that she did, her Lunch and Learn, because it's something I've been wanting to do for years and never did. So she was going to be my inspiration. I was so excited for this. I was pushing it all these weeks for her to do this. And I got so focused on organizing my jewelry that I worked right through it and never got up that morning and set my alarms that day because I was off kilter being sick, and I completely worked. It's not like I napped and watched Bravo TV through the daggum thing. No, I freaking worked on jewelry inventory.
And we didn't text you because we
nobody texted me.
Because we knew you weren't feeling well and didn't want to bother you.
Yeah, you had a doctor's appointment that morning, which also threw your day off. And then we honestly thought you were napping because you should have napped more while you were ill.
Y'all, set your reminders, set your alarms, do it every morning. Then you don't work through a fun sourdough lunch and learn. So thank goodness, because it is not in our norm habit to record these things. We usually don't record our lunch and learns.
Correct.
I am so glad y'all recorded this one. I'm sad we didn't record my tick because I get questions about it now, and I wish I could just say, here, watch this, but we didn't. But I am so glad that you did this because now I get to watch it because I want to do sourdough, dude.
We need to redo your tick and Jason's. When he did his, and record those, and then just do like I did with this one and keep them for the paid members in that file. But it was highly requested that I do this thing about sourdough, and then several people couldn't make it, so they requested that I record it. And since we weren't sharing any delicate numbers or anything in there, I figured why not?
Right. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good. I'm glad y'all did it. So now I get something to schedule into my week this week or next and figure out how to do sourdough because I want to do it.
Yeah, and I think now, like on the weekly flip, so every Wednesday, if you don't know, we go live at noon Eastern. We have the weekly flip. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes it's us, and we just talk about our weeks, reselling, snacks, whatever. But you're going to have to come and give us an update on your sourdough. Like, I think we're going to be talking sourdough. I'm probably going to be showing off my starter, let you guys see how it's growing, how I'm feeding it, all of that stuff. So I think that might be a kind of fun little addition to the weekly flip since we talk about snacks and food anyway.
We'll have a little sourdough segment. Ooh, C-Chat sourdough segment. Join us for the C-Chat sourdough segment.
I'm turning you all into trad wives. I like this.
Right.
My Evo plan is coming together.
Correct. So that was a fun thing this week. And this is a thing and we also had our craft hour or craft hours, our no work zone in our Patreon, our co-working room. Thursday night, which we do this once a month, although Jill and I were talking that we need to do it every other now.
So I have it on our calendar now for every other. So it will be on our weekly events thing. It'll show which Thursdays we're going to do it.
Yeah. So it's nice to blend in all the work that we do together and add these fun things together. And not only does it help you personally, but it helps our community grow closer to each other and feel a more personal connection when we're doing other aspects of life together and not just the work side of things. So I just love it. But we did craft night Thursday night. Yeah, I was in there for 2 hours crafting. And what was I doing? Just pencil sketching. I have been trying to work on learning shading and 3-dimensional in drawing. And so I just pencil sketched bubbles the whole time and thought, do they really look like, or no, they were water droplets. Don called them bubbles. Do they really look like water droplets? Do they? They did. And so I held them up and everyone went, oh, that's water droplets. So I was like, I did it. So
I was doing a paint by number.
She was doing a paint by number with dried up paint.
Yeah.
But it's fun because everybody brings their different things to it, and it's interesting and fun to see who does what and what their hobbies and joys are, and we're all over the place with who does what during that hour.
Yeah.
I think we intimidated Libby because she disappeared and never came back. So I don't know if she'll show up again. I don't know. I really want you to show up.
But Thursday night is traditionally my night out with my friends. So yeah, so it doesn't generally work out. But last week it could have. But I was so tired.
We got her to one. She came in. She wasn't crafting yet, and then she said, "I'll be back. I got to go record my reseller reflections." And then.
You know, I watched that reseller reflections and it wasn't an hour long, so I'm really
well. That's what I kept saying. This would be one heck of a reseller reflection, and yes, I watched, and I was like, okay, where did she go? Like she was up and
I was like, dinner. Am I going to eat or am I going to craft? I chose to eat and go to bed.
You get a snackle box and craft.
I know. I'll be more prepared next time. I will be. I learned my lesson.
I want you to show up in a full-on hazmat suit with a paint bucket and a paintbrush. That's what I want.
That's what I need when I paint. Yeah.
That's what I want. Full-on hazmat suit walking into the camera. Okay, like a Teletubby. Here I come. I'm ready.
Don't be shocked when it happens.
That's what I want. That's what I want. So I am excited about this topic. I'm going to segue us into this unless anybody has anything else to say. Because this, if we can only do 3 things, is so important for weeks like I just had being sick. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure that I did it right because I just kind of got sucked into one thing that I knew I could physically do from the couch, and it took over my entire week. But
you got pretty obsessive about the jewelry last week.
It was weird. It was weird.
It was a little weird.
I feel so dag-nab good about where I am right now in my jewelry inventory.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Do I have a ton to be listed? Yeah. But am I going to get scared right now if something sells on eBay for a necklace or a pair of earrings? No, because I know where they are and I know that we have them and I know that their match is there. But I am going to get scared if a watch sells or a brooch because I haven't made it to those yet. I got the necklaces, the bracelets, and the earrings done. So more to do.
Thank you for letting me know when to panic and when not.
When to panic. Yes. So now you know when you see those sales. So anyway.
That's funny.
I think we need to talk about this because I think, number one, the most important thing is that you do not have to do everything. It's about doing the right things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially since the whole world became very cold this past week and very gray, and everybody got a little tiny glimpse of what I feel like for 9 months every year. And it's sad season. That's what we call it here. It's sad season. But you got to be able to stay focused, even if that's just little pieces to focus on. Little pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like I think about this when I go on vacation a lot, right? Because I know what I need to do every week. But like I think about, all right, what are the things I can do when I'm traveling? Like just like Molly thought about what are the things she can do when she's sick and not focus on the other things. And so I know what my 3 things are when I go into a week, depending if I'm traveling, depending if I'm sick, depending if I just don't feel like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think for us resellers, one of the most important things that you should do, no matter what your day is doing for you or what life is lifing, right, is to list one item.
Mm-hmm.
List one item every day. Now, I'm saying this because I need to hear it because I did not do that when I was so into jewelry land. I found all the things that weren't listed, but then I put them in a bucket and labeled them not listed and put them aside because in my mind, I'm getting all this organization done first. Could I have thrown a couple of listings up? Absolutely. Should I have? Absolutely, I should have.
Yeah.
Why? Because even one listing a day keeps that momentum alive. It keeps things going. And it doesn't. What is my big soapbox about people listing? It doesn't have to be perfect.
Right.
Right.
When I hear people who spend so much time putting one listing together, y'all just get the listing up. I cannot tell you over the 12 plus years of reselling how many items I have sold that I literally listed in 5 minutes with cruddy, I was coming up with the right term here, cruddy pictures. Not horrible pictures, y'all. You got to be able, people got to see what it is, right? Like you can't go, but I have sold things that the lighting isn't great, the background isn't great. Please don't.
I'm thinking of just your downstairs. I have listed something laying on the wood part of your floor, the white rug on your floor, your coffee table, your kitchen counter, the islands. I have listings from all the surfaces.
Yeah. So just remember that.
Just got to get it up. Yeah.
Get that one listing up.
Just that one little thing. Just challenge yourself. One little thing. But like, here's what happens, right? We go, all right, well, I'm supposed to list 20 items today. I can't do that.
You're right.
I can't do that. It's not going to happen. Oh, well, maybe tomorrow.
And then you get paralyzed and then you do nothing. And then one listing is better than no listings.
Yep.
Even if you don't meet the 20 that's on your calendar to list, one listing.
One.
So think about that. How many listings could you realistically do this week? That's something we need to think about all the time. And we think about it in our group all the time in our meetings because we are doing the 12-week year. We meet for mastermind. We have all these meetings that keep everybody thinking about their work process and what really is important. But if you are not in a group like this where you're thinking about it, think realistically, how many listings could you realistically list in a week? And we find in our 12-week year that we're setting goals that are attainable, not unreachable. Because if you set a lot of unreachable goals, then you feel like a failure when you can't meet them. But if you set realistic, attainable goals, guess what? You can actually beat them. If you're having a great week and you beat them, how good do you feel?
I feel great. Yeah.
Like a rock star.
Maybe I need to make my goals easier.
Like a rock star. Well, definitely in Q4.
Right? Yeah. If you're not,
that was rough.
And if you're not attaining your goals, then yes, that generally that is what we say is to make the goals a little bit less. Because like Libby just said, if you have a big goal and you're never meeting it, or it seems impossible, or what, you're not likely to do any part of it because it's just overwhelming. And then a lot of people, including myself, can fall into fake things like organizing, rearranging. And I'm not saying like Molly, she did have a goal to organize that jewelry. So she just refocused to a different one of her goals because that definitely needed to happen. But organizing as far as, well, before I list something, I'll just clean this table off. Oh, this looks really cute on this shelf. Oh, I'll just rearrange the shelf. It'll be better for my shipping process. Yeah, sure. And you like talk yourself into all the ways that reorganizing and keeping yourself with all this little busy work is going to help you. And at the end of the day or the week or whatever it is, you rearrange stuff that sure may gain you efficiencies, but you didn't list anything. And you're not going to know if it gained you any efficiencies because you didn't do any of your freaking process for anything else.
And that's why she runs the accountability meeting there.
If you are listening or watching right now and you are feeling very seen, I want you to put in the comments, yup, I've been seen. Because I know I feel seen when things like this are talked about.
Especially if you're rearranging your shipping things, you're never going to know if that gained any efficiencies because you're not going to sell anything because you didn't freaking list anything. God.
Yes. Preach, girl.
Go, girl, go. I love it.
Yeah. So let's say it's a day, right? And Samantha, like my place is disorganized, which it's not because I reset to 0 every night. But guess when I reset to 0? After I get my listings done, right? Like you have to pick your priority. If that listing or those listings are your priority, that gets done first. You can reorganize when you're done. You can organize when you're done. But make your priority a priority.
Yeah.
Everything
I'm all for
after that.
I'm all for sorting and organizing, but it needs you got to give it a time. If it's something that you have to do before you list, if you cannot focus until, give yourself a time frame. I'm going to do this for 45 minutes, set a timer, and do that project like that, and then list something, even if it's one thing, and then you go back to organizing, because most people can't just list one thing. Like, let's be real. Have you ever went to go list one thing and then you weren't like feeling the momentum, and then all of a sudden you list two, and then you were like, oh, well, that was pretty easy, I can list another. And I mean, come on, like,
it's like potato chips. Is that what you're saying?
I like them covered in chocolate.
There's a tell here at C-Chat. I'm very hungry this morning.
Here at C-Chats, we can always bring it back to snacks. So you know, we can always bring it around.
I'm sorry. I know better. I know I need to eat before we record, not after.
I listed some snacks, so if anybody wants these gummies, they are listed on Sorting with Samantha. Just saying.
There you
not
go.
Not all the snacks behind me are to eat. So, yeah.
Some are listed to sell. All right, so we have get that one listing done as one thing to do that week. The second thing to do that week, what do we do about our inventory that week? We kind of just talked about that. What do we do about that inventory?
What do you mean?
Like, if we only got 3 things to do that week, what are the 3 things we're doing? We're listing something. Do we need to do anything with our inventory that week?
You need to put it away once it's listed. But so that's it. Don't touch other inventory. Don't go. That is another reorganizing thing that drives me nuts. People are like, well, I can do this, but first I need to go through my totes and touch everything, especially in January. Why does everybody want to do an inventory in January? My husband and I do inventories. We'll pick a couple totes and we'll go through them and we'll like do a process, but we break it into chunks. And we do it with a clear, like, because we're going to purge things, not just because I want my list to look pretty, because how many items really could not be listed in that stuff? I mean, come on. The more you touch your things, the less you're going to be listing and moving forward. Every time you touch your old inventory, think of it as being in the past. That stuff's already in the past.
I mean, I've said for years that the least number of times you can touch a piece, the more money you're going to make. Like, you want to touch that item as few times as possible.
But then there's that one reselling piece of magic that happens. It's against everything you're saying. Sometimes to sell that item, all it takes is to touch it and move it from one place to the other.
Get your tinfoil hat.
It sells.
It does. That does happen, but that will happen in the organic moment of moving something and going, is this even still listed? Wow, I can't believe I haven't sold that. And then you set it back, and then a little while later, cha-ching, oh, I sold that. That's great. But don't go touching all your inventory because you're not going to sell out your whole store. That's not how that works. That's not.
Gotcha.
Now, I do believe that if you are feeling like you can't even list one thing or you're struggling of where to start, there's inventory all around you. I could be sitting in my living room watching TV going, oh, I don't even want to get off the couch. And I could literally look at the shelf next to me and go, oh, well, we already read that book. We're not going to need that again. And list a book. Like, it's easy to find stuff around you. Everybody has money mountains or death piles or whatever you perceive them as this week. Pick something out of there and just start.
It's crazy because that's exactly what I did last week. Now, you guys know I'm kind of a minimalist in my personal life. I don't have stuff. I don't have a lot of stuff, but and plus, when I moved, I got rid of everything. So it's even less. But I'll be darned if I didn't find within 15 minutes 30 items to list in my house last week. I needed 30.
Wow.
That was part of my goals. Anyway, I went upstairs and I was like, easy. I have nothing.
Did you also find 30 items at Larry's house to list too?
No, Larry's safe. He's safe.
Do you have any clean underwear left? Like, what are you selling? Because you literally have nothing to sell. Like, I'm worried about.
I have nothing to sell. Like, there at this point, I I would be pressed to find anything extraneous in my house.
She's on the phone with her kids. Like, when you guys come next time, you're going to need to bring pillows and blankets because I got rid of all
right. That beautiful quilt that's on your bed, it's sold and headed to Alaska. Sorry, babe. Sorry,
I forgot about the bedding. Good idea.
Emma Avery, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry.
Wait. That's where I say when I come over. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Listen, if y'all need
all around us.
Yeah. There really is. There is.
Come to my house if you're in need. If you're a minimalist, come on over, take a seat, and clear some stuff out for me, please. Because I'm here for it. Come on. All right. Now, this is a question for y'all for the three things. Like, we've got the listing, we've got what to do with the inventory. What about your business numbers? Because, see, I don't really mess with a lot of that since Libby's the business guru for us. But if you only had one number to check, like for me, it would be my listing numbers would be my one number that I would check in the midst of a crazy week to make sure I'm staying with it. But if you had one number to check as a priority on a crazy week, what would it be?
It would be my listing amount, the amount of inventory I'm listing, like dollar wise, because that I'm in control of that, right? Like sales, you're not in control of sales. If I only could check one, it would be that how much dollar value I've listed that week.
Mine too.
I like this. I thought you were going to say sales, but you're right. You have no control over that. But you can control what you're listing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's been really true for me this month, because all the other Januaries and all the other months, I would compare to the previous year and say, look at me, I'm still growing, even if it feels slow. Not this month, guys. I stopped growing and it is actually slow. And I need to stop looking at that number and just focus on what I can do. And I can keep listing and make sure that I am reaching my listing goals. And I'm glad this was brought up as one of the things, because so many people get stuck in their numbers and everybody measures things differently. We talk about accounting and things that people measure each month or each week or each year. And it's all different for all of us. We all want to look at different parts and different breakdowns, but don't get stuck in all that, especially if you're having a hard week. Look at one thing. Apparently, we all agree the one thing that we can control and see what we are listing and move on. Because if you start pulling up all the reports and breaking down all the numbers and doing it, especially right now, it's a little depressing. You might feel more sad. So focus on what you can do.
We don't need that.
Don't need that.
Mm-mm. All right, so what are the three things we have? List an item. We have find things in your
in your house.
Touch your inventory, not listed inventory, unlisted inventory.
Unlisted inventory. Those money mountains.
Let's be clear about that. And then your numbers that you want for your business, you're going to keep up with what you're listing, because as Libby said, you can control that. Yeah. Now, here's my question, because we all do differently. How do you decide what is your priority in your daily calendar? So I was going to say, like, I use TickTick. The beautiful thing about TickTick is that I can set priorities on everything I put on my calendar. And so when I look at my daily calendar, I can actually look at it by priority, so that the things that I listed as high priority come up at the top. And I know that those are the things within this week that I need to make sure I get done, or within this day that I need to make sure I get done. So that's what I use. I use TickTick to prioritize my daily must-dos. Like last night at Reseller Reset, I set my must-dos for each day. So I know today I've got some things that I have to get done today. And when I look at my calendar, they're going to be up on the top in red.
Yeah.
What do you use?
So I use TickTick as well. I also use Google Calendar, but I use the Eisenhower matrix in TickTick. So like I classify things as urgent and important, not urgent and important, urgent and unimportant, or not urgent and unimportant. This is one thing we were talking about. Jason, the Santee Swapper, did a presentation for our Patreon group, Lunch and Learn, on this. And it's really kind of a cool way to look at things and like what you should be focusing on.
Yeah. Yeah.
From someone who's not very nerdy and was like, oh yeah, this is going to be great. I want him to do that 10 more times. And I think it is super great. And to find out that it was in Tick was like the best part, because we were at Molly's and she's like, wait, this is in my app. Like
I have the Eisenhower matrix in here.
These are what those squares are for. That's awesome.
And you know what's beautiful about it? I'm not here to sell you on Tick. I did a lunch and learn on it. I've got other people asking. I'll probably do another one in the future. But you just slide things. You just slide them. Like you can look at those 4 squares, and if things change, you just grab it and move it into the importance level. And it's such an easy, and it's so clean and easy to look at. It doesn't clutter up my ADD brain.
What I like about it is that the matrix is sometimes you'll arrange the matrix a certain way, the things that you think are a priority, the highest of, but then something happens and you start shifting a little. And then the next week you rearrange your priorities and you shift a little. And eventually you're like, that thing that was maybe like, in the second quadrant and was like pretty important has now been in the bottom quadrant for weeks at a time. And you could just wipe it right off there because clearly it's not important and not a priority. And then that's even the same for when people just write out their list of priorities every week or every day. And sometimes it really helps you evaluate after a week. You're like, oh, well, I never put this towards the top, and actually doesn't even matter anymore. It's not that big a deal.
Right.
Yeah.
I
I printed a checklist for our 12-week year that I made with all of my 12-week year tactics and goals. And it also has room on the bottom of it. And I put it in a picture frame so I can dry erase over the top of it and doodle on it. And I got a lot of extra things at the bottom of it this week, just notes of like, should I do this? Don't forget about this. And it's on my wall. It's in my face all the time. It's above my workstation. It reminds me to keep listing. Like it's right there.
Yes. All right. I'm going to throw a little wrench in here because I think we kind of need to talk about it. I need to talk about it because I can't function without it. It's, like a foundational habit, like what sets your day up for success. And for me, that is going to the gym in the morning. Like that is my priority, because without that, you know what, honestly, nothing else falls into place. My attitude, I don't have the energy to get stuff done. I feel tired. I feel blah, 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 blah. For some people, that's like a spiritual practice first thing in the morning, or meditation. Maybe it's a routine you do in the morning. You have a morning routine, but like there are think about what is foundational, like what sets your day up for success so that you can do what is priority. But like for me, that's foundation. And that's based on a good night's sleep as well. Like good night's sleep, go to the gym, and then get all the things done that we just talked about. But think about if there's something that really sets you up, if there's some kind of foundation you can lay for your day. And so hopefully I didn't throw off the discussion here too much, but I think it's worth mentioning.
No, I like that. I like it a lot.
I mean, for some of us, it's motivation in minutes too.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
All right. Before we wind this up, I'm going to do a little fun, and we're going to talk about what we're not doing this week. Throw out some of those things that you battle that you are not going to let win and get you this week. So I know for me, I am not going to play games on my phone. Not going to do
it. So, it's hard because I just listed a bunch of stuff in my auction group. And for those that list on like Facebook Marketplace, how do you not get distracted by Facebook when you're trying to sell there?
Doom scroller.
That's how they get you, Samantha. That is how they freaking get you.
I cleaned out so much stuff yesterday, but like I just keep scrolling. So I'm going to make sure that I have my listing phone, my burner phone, ready and in my hand so that if I am not listing directly to Facebook, I am using the phone that gives me 0 notifications.
Woo! I like it. I like it.
What am I not going to do? I don't even know. I've cut so much stuff
have
out of my
another-
life. I don't know what else I can cut out.
I am not going to go out sourcing. I am not going to source anything. There's one for me.
Wow.
You're allowed to source from your garage if you want.
Yeah, I have enough sourcing going on in my house. Yeah. But I'm not going to go out of this house and source anything anywhere. That's another it's a distraction at times. Although it makes me feel happy. It's my dopamine. But I'm going to trigger that in other ways.
Did you listen to the latest Mel Robbins episode about addiction and dopamine?
No, I haven't, but clearly I need to.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, okay. It's good. It's good. Guys, I don't know what I'm getting. What do I get distracted by?
Larry? No, I have no idea.
All right. Well, he's out.
That's good, because this past week you were quite distracted.
All right. So think about that. Let us know, y'all, in the comments, what things are you officially going to try not to give into? You're not going to do this week that are usually a distraction, because when things get crazy, you got to stick with the important and try to get rid of the distractions.
Use them as a reward. Yeah.
There you go. Use them as a reward and give them a time limit. It's not that you can't play games. It's not that you can't do these things.
It is that you can't source, though, Molly. It is that.
I am going to stand strong with that one. Luckily, the 10 inches of snow on the ground are helping me stay at bay for that. So I do have some help.
Samantha.
But I've had a lot of personal control, too, lately. So I'm good. I'm really good. I am. So let us know. Let us know in the comments. What are those things that you are not going to do, along with the things that are your focus? So when life feels crazy, it's okay. We don't need to be perfect, right? We need to stick with the priorities. We need to stay consistent with those things that we know matter. Anybody else got any words of wisdom? Because if not, I'm coming out with a cheers here, girls.
We're good.
All right. Until next time.
Cheers. Thanks for being here with us on Consignment Chat. Find everything we do at consignmentchats.com and stay connected with us by subscribing wherever you listen or watch. We'll see you next time.